Wait, so before we go.
Hey, I'm J. Ryan Carruthers, photography teacher.
This year I plan on teaching my class, my advanced programmers, data science.
I'm getting an airbrush gun, so I'm going to teach kids how to ice cakes and then airbrush them in cool designs.
Hi, my name's Erin Tolman. I'm super excited to get my students doing Avid notes this year.
So my name's Carrie Moore, and what I'm excited to do this year is for our reviews, we'll be doing projects before the finals.
My name's Mr. Mealy. I'm at convocation, and this year I want to do objectives.
Stop it!
Glad to be here. Students are excited. I'm excited. We're going to do great things. We're going to unite the future.
Thanks, Mr. Patterson, for pushing me to do my best this year. I really enjoyed all the hands-on projects that we did. And yeah, thanks.
In Mr. Pinkerton's class, we learn about welding, and he provides us with resources and different types of materials that we can weld with. He teaches us how to weld. If we mess up, he corrects us, and he makes sure everything's right. And he makes sure we always have our safety glasses on, we have our jackets on so we won't get burned, and our gloves.
I'm in Mr. Eagleston's Construction 2 class, and there we take usually orders from other teachers in the building, and we build them. So for instance, a arcade cabinet for Miss Porter, or a pegboard for Mr. Smith, things like that. How he helps us is he say we have a problem, he gives us options on how to fix the problem. He doesn't directly tell us so that we can figure it out on our own.
I'm in Miss Tolman's class. Pretty much I take pharmacology. What we do is we study how drugs react on the human body. Ms. Tolman, she's a really amazing teacher. She helps us a lot. She explains everything perfectly. We all get it in her class. The workload is perfect.
Mr. Carruthers is a really good teacher because he's really helped me improve my skills in photography. He also organized a really fun field trip to Dallas last week, and we had a great time. He also helps us with other schoolwork and classes that we don't fully understand. Thank you, Mr. Carruthers.
Miss Thurman's class is a very interesting class. You get to do a lot of outside of the class activities. For the first semester, we go to the nursing home, the hospital, and we do patient care and helping them get in the bed.
It's a lot of good real world experience. This is a classroom setting and everything, but they take us out of it, and it's really cool to see that we get to be a part of the whole team without actually being the ones who are in charge, going out there and having experiences in hospitals and stuff like that. And Miss Thurman, she makes it upbeat and fun, and it just gives us a different aspect.
She's not your average teacher. Miss Thurman's very upbeat. She loves her job, and you can tell she does.
Tonight, or today, whatever time it is, we're here to celebrate the best teacher for the IT program, Mr. Roberts. He taught us many things, like to figure it out when we get stuck on a problem, or to just do it yourself. You'll find a way, like that. Today, in Mr. Roberts' class, we learned a lot of things like PHP, HTML, Python, all the coding languages. Anything you'd like to add? Yeah,
get this in the camera. This right here. This man right here.
It's backwards.
Oh, it's backwards.
There you go.
Figure it out. Mr. Millie is the best teacher at the CTE.
I would like to thank Ms. Songer for teaching us the leadership roles needed in my work environment, but also being a good mentor.
Ms. Porter is one of the best teachers at CTE. She gives us life in the classroom. She gives us fun activities to do. She's always happy every time I see her, and it's been the best year with her.
This year for health science, I have Miss Dias. She's my favorite teacher out of all 8 of them. I really never had a teacher like her. She's super energetic. She's always in a good mood. The first thing we do when we go in class, she has music playing and we're all dancing and getting in a good mood because it's the end of the day. We do a lot of fun projects, it's a lot of hands-on learning. Like when we were learning CPR, we actually got to practice with the dummies out in the hall, and that was a lot of fun. I love being in her class. It's just always good energy in there, and I hope that everyone gets to take her at least once.
Mr. Mealy has taught us everything that we need to know about cameras and how to use them properly. And he has informed us on different ways to use them, and he's just a really good guy and a really good teacher, and yeah.
My name is Brooklyn Messersmith. I'm in Mr. Harris's class for forensic science, and we do lots of different things, like different group projects. I mean, the class is very group oriented. We have lots of different activities. He helps us by keeping us on track. He guides our curriculum. He sets out a lot of different activities for us to do, and yeah.
Hi, I'm here to talk about Miss Porter, one of the best teachers of all time. She's really chill, nice. She does project-based learning, one-on-one, and she's brutally honest with you, but in a good way. She teaches you well, and she's really nice.
Chef Z has had an impact on my life because I always like to cook, and she's helping me get more skills and learn more things about culinary.
Chef Z has impacted my life because I've been through a lot of obstacles, losing family members throughout the year, and really not having my mother around. She was like another mother to teach me how to cook and different things. So growing up, I used to get in trouble, so I learned how to cook. I really didn't know how to cook as good, so she came from a different perspective where I started learning how to make everything homemade instead of just getting the ingredients, making it. So she really is a role model for me because how she just carried herself, and she's good to everyone, good teacher.
Miss Howerton is a good teacher, and she's impacted my life because she's always making sure that I'm okay and that I'm good. She's always teaching me new things to experience with, always teaching me new recipes, how to make things homemade.
Miss Howerton's such a great teacher to me because she's like another mother for me, like a mom that can always support me and be there for me when I need her.
Civil Prep is like a college readiness class. All our classes are online, and we have online lectures that we are supposed to attend. Smith tries to help make sure everyone is on track and passing by coming to us, making sure we have the right information to answer the questions on tests and all that. And if we can't figure it out, then he will walk us through the steps to figure it out.
Ms. Rogers is a really good teacher because she does her best to keep us motivated in our work and teaches us a really difficult language to learn. And she's really helped me in my life just by giving me good advice and actually how it can affect me in my education.
Hi, my name is Sierra, and I'm from Ms. Rogers' Spanish 2 class. I like Ms. Rogers because she helped me with my work inside of class, and she helps me outside of class with my issues.
Mr. Perkins is definitely one of the greatest teachers I've ever had in my school life. He's really smart, he's really funny, and it seems like everyone in his class always has a good time, so I'm really grateful to have a teacher like him. Thank you, Mr. Perkins.
Mr. Mealy gives us the freedom and trust to learn.
Mr. Christensen, he really helps. He's not one of those teachers who just sits at his desk. He actually he comes around, makes sure you're not struggling, and if you're struggling, he'll sit down with you. He'll help you work through it. Not necessarily giving you the answers, but guiding you in the right direction to get the right answers for yourself, so you feel more accomplished with yourself instead of just, oh, he gave me the answers, and I'm just gonna go back and get the answers every time. He makes you want to get the answers yourself.
But at CTE, there are no teachers to just sit at their desk, so.
Caitlin Doherty, and I attend CTE, Miss Rune's class for education and training. I love Miss Rune because she helps me with lesson plannings when I go to Deer Creek, and she helps me understand the TEKS and all the requirements needed, such as reading and math and English for all these kids that I like to be a role model for when I become a teacher myself.
Mr. Carruthers, he's a really good teacher. He explains things really well so you can understand it clearly, and because of his teaching, my own skill has improved a lot more. So I want to say thank you, Mr. C, for teaching me what I know.
I want to piggyback on what Jada said. Mr. Carruthers taught us a lot in this class. I'm so delighted to be getting an award from him. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank Ms. Flood for being a great role model. She's all taught us something in cosmetology, so.
I want to thank Ms. Flood for being a really great teacher throughout the whole year. She's more than just a teacher to me. She's more like a mother figure. She was there for a lot throughout this year, and I just want to thank her so much.
Alright, how y'all doing? My name is Ashton Huckabee. I'm in Mrs. Spiker Health Science class, and we learn a lot in his class. He's a great teacher because he's really chill, and he got a good personality, and he just know how to teach the class.
Ms. McCune is a really special teacher to me and all of my classmates because she has really helped us in our life and in the class. She helped us design a lot of things which otherwise we wouldn't have been able to, and not only that, she's given us advice to help us in our daily life. So thank you, Ms. McCune.
Mr. Pinkerton's a good teacher. His classes are fun. We get to build all sorts of projects, create new things. He's there to help when you need it, but he likes to make you figure it out on your own.
Mr. Mealy is honestly one of the best teachers I've ever had. You know, he's really compassionate and he's so intelligent.
I like Miss Harper because she's always been one of the teachers that's always been there for me, and she's really big team player, and she's always on time and there for us on trips and everything.
In Mr. Barnes' class, we learn different medical terms about microbiology because I think it's good for me or other students who want to be nurses. He's a good teacher. He works with you. If you need help, he's always there. Thank you, Mr. Barnes, for being my CTE teacher.
In Ms. Renfro's class, we usually just come in there. She teaches about the class and we learn about circuits. She helps me by, most part, teaching about what we need to learn, and she prepares me in the future because I am studying to become an electrical engineer and joining the Air Force for it. So she helps me in all that.
Hi, I'm Maria from Mr. Millie's class, and the best part about his class is that he has a really cool beard.
Ms. Renfro, she's my digital electronics teacher, and the thing everybody doesn't know about digital electronics is that you use it in your everyday life. Lights, cars, motors, everything. And she breaks down everything so that you understand it more clear, even if when it gets difficult, you can come in during power hour and she'll help you out.
I'd like to talk about Mr. Pipes. He's a great part of Global Prep Academy. He's such an encourager to the students, and he's like a father figure in my life. I really appreciate him and all that he does.
Ms. Sims is my favorite teacher. She teaches vet med. She's very helpful, and I like learning in her class. That's why she's my favorite teacher.
Mr. Ford's a really good guy. I met him this year for the first time, and he just seemed like a really social guy, and he was really able to help me with my studies. He was always pushing us to work our hardest and try new things. When I first got in the class, he kind of intimidated me at first, but when I got to know him, he was a really nice guy, and he came out to help me a lot.
Okay, I've had Miss West for 2 years, and she's a great teacher. She teaches medical terminology.
I only had Miss West this year, but she a good teacher. I learned a lot in her class and stuff.
Hi, I take a culinary class and I have Chef Kinsey for culinary. I'm an advanced culinary and we do a lot of fun things in there. Like we learn how to cut, we learn different ways of cooking food and all the cultures of food and everything.
Mr. May the best teacher at CTE, and we do a lot of editing and filming, and that's it. cut.
I just want to say thank you to Mr. West for being an amazing teacher, teaching me how to defend myself because now I'm really good, and always being there for me, being ready to fight anyone that hurts me. And yeah, he's just been a really great teacher overall.
Mr. Roberts' class, he's really helped me out with a lot of things. But we do a lot of programming in there, is what we tend to do, and that's his passion too, after the military. But, you know, he may joke around a lot, but he's really helped me out as a student. Recently, I've been doing an internship, and he really helped me out get the stuff that I needed for that internship, with the programming and all the things necessary for that. So he helps me out individually, but he also helps out his other students, and we tend to learn about, you know, different things like PHP, you know, different programming languages. For me, Python, Java, JavaScript.
I'm in a Mr. Roberts Potts class, and he teaches criminal justice. When he's teaching, he likes to we like to go over notes, and like we used to like watch videos and try to fill in the blanks. And he's very he's really engaging. Like, and when he teaches, he likes to interact with his class, and he likes to he move around and help us out and all that type of stuff.
Ms. Glover, she's honestly probably the strongest part of the law enforcement program. Her husband is the reason that we have the internship, and she's very strong and independent. She teaches us how to be independent. She teaches women how to be strong, and she's very inspirational. She's an amazing role model, honestly.
I'm in Miss Moore's class, and she teaches chemistry, and she helps a lot of the students by going around, and if they're stuck on something, she'll point some stuff out. We also do labs, and those are really fun. They help teach both the dangers of chemistry and the fun of it.
Mr. Mills is my favorite teacher because he's cool and he got the swag. I like the swag, so Mr. Mills is cool.
I appreciate Miss Elrod because she's extremely helpful. I can go to her during tutorials and she'll help me out. Another reason I really appreciate her is because she pushes college and my future. Thank you, Miss Elrod.
Ms. Porter is a very educated and experienced teacher in the graphic design field, and she helps us with every aspect of Photoshop. She helps us find designs that sort of correlate with our personalities, and she looks inside of us and finds the creativity that we need.
What makes Mr. Raphael Smith a really good teacher is that he's very nice, he's very understanding, and he's very motivating. And what else makes him an even better teacher is that I don't want to pay taxes, so he teaches me how to hack the IRS. Not only that, how to fish for Facebook passwords, and how to hack the blockchain.
Alright, I'm Takia Robinson. I am a student here at the BRJ Center. My teacher is Miss CC Meadows. Law enforcement is a very interesting class, and I chose the profession for a certain reason, but Miss Meadows makes me want to do this even much more. She shows us and she tells us so much more that we didn't really know about the profession, and it makes me want to help even much more.
My name is Noah Hayward. I'm a part of the law enforcement program here at the BRJ Center. Here at the BRJ Center, and my teacher is Miss Meadows. Miss Meadows is a great teacher. She teaches us about law enforcement, everything that we didn't know. She makes me want to push myself to actually be a lawyer one day. She is one of the best teachers I think that we have here. If she knows that you can do it, she's gonna push you to do it. And she loves every one of us, and you can tell that she loves us. And I just feel like she's a part of my family. So she's always welcoming us like we're her children.
Yo, Miss Smitty was the best teacher in this year. I really appreciate it for your help and for all the filming we have done. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying.
Thank you for teaching us.